enough respect on Jordan Love's name, and this year people are going to understand why.
Yeah, and here was a clip that was put out by Bill Huber, and just watching him move around, it's going to be a slow motion one. Look at the footwork. Look at the footwork. Our boy looks healthy. That knee's good to go. And again, just an absolute dime piece right there into the net. Bang.
I love the casual duck by the coach. Like, all right.
And they have them standing there too, so they're in the throwing lane, right?
Right,
That's another thing they do. But again, let's watch it from the beginning. Just watch the feet. Watch the feet. Clean footwork, square up, step into the throw. I love his overhand too, man. You notice the way he throws. He could change arm angles, but his overhand delivery is just, I mean, it looks flawless right now in camp. And it's camp. It's different when you got a bunch of hog mollies running at you, right?
Hey, can I ask you a question? Because obviously you would know this being a baseball guy. So I remember I randomly had this one coach, and I was just over hearing. I used to play fullback too, so I was listening to the quarterback's coach talking to my quarterback, and he was talking about how when a baseball throws, they want that hand to go across their body, whereas with the football throw, they want it to almost go completely over the right side. If they're a right-hand thrower, they want it to completely go underneath or basically skimming that right hip. Is that something you've ever heard of? Or
everybody teaches it a little bit different. The big difference between throwing a baseball, it depends on if you're in the field or if you're actually pitching. I feel like you're probably referring to pitching. With pitching, yes, you want to follow through, drive off your plant leg, and come all the way across the body. What we would say ear to hip. Your hand should go from your ear down to your hip, your opposite hip. With Jordan or with any quarterback, it's kind of like throwing a slider in baseball. You know, when you throw a slider, your arm angle has to come sideways to get the spin, right? So the big thing is index finger on the ball, just a good square base. Watch his base, and this is what this drill is designed to do. Fade left, square up, look at him, open the hips up.
Yeah,
it's perfect. So yeah, I think everybody probably teaches a little bit different. And there's a reason. I always tell people this too, like especially like I was working with my niece the other day in the front yard. She's playing softball. Let me tell you, she's gonna be a damn baller, dude. She was hitting the ball off the tee like a damn guy. I'm just telling you. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting it either. My wife was like, will you go out and work with Lydia a little bit today? Yeah, we'll get out there. Watch her hit on a tee. I was like, oh, let's go. So, the first thing I tell people, especially when it came to baseball, is like, the worst thing you can do as a coach is just get a kid and completely change their swing.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's a reason Steve Young's throwing motion looked different than Brett Favre. There's
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, exactly. Phillip Rivers, the way he threw a football, it looked like someone's grandmother throwing a football.
It really did.
When it leaves his hand, you think it's never going to get there, and it always got there. So, yeah, it's been interesting, man. But again, with Jordan, though, to me the mechanics look really, really good. I think I've got another clip here too. Yeah, here's a couple of clips. This is from Ryan Wood here. Go give him a follow by Ryan Wood over on X. Hopefully we can go full screen here. Gotta watch this music here. You never know.
Copyright.
Yeah. So look at our boy. Fake the handoff.
Nice.
Right? He's gonna step up, open up, throw to the one.
Dude, that is clean. That is just clean, man.
You can tell that he has worked on the footwork this offseason. I mean, it does. It looks smooth.
You know, it's a weird observation. Like right now, it feels like he has better control on his lower body. And if you guys remember, like towards the end of Rodgers' career, like into that 2019 to 2020 season, into the 2021, which I believe he had, wasn't that the back-to-back MVPs again, where he talked about how he put more emphasis on his lower body. He squatted more. He understood that that's where the torque, that's where the mass amount of power from his throws was generating from his lower body. And don't get me wrong, Aaron Rodgers made a career out of throwing backhanded off the back foot, twisting around, not even with any plant foot, whatever the case may be. He was that type of gunslinger. But as he gets older, he had to realize that you have to have that full range of motion to really get that gunslinger in there. And it's nice that Jordan has probably understood that, hey, while I do have that natural arm strength, if I really want to be a pinpoint accurate quarterback, I have to be able to put my feet in the ground, lock in, have a great delivery. And right now, and also I love that play fake, dude. He just looks like he's really, really ready to go, man.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. I think we got another shot here. Get
that music out of there.
Yeah, I think this is him. This may be, this should be J-Lo again. Let's see what this one is now. Another play fake.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of throwing. Now, you can see right there, right? You could see, Coach Lynn will tell you, I'm sure, in the chat, mechanics aren't perfect there. See how he kind of jump to open up the hip rather than stay square, stay grounded, let that thing rip. But when you got the arm talent he's got, man, and
Do you
again,
call that a crow step? Is that what they used to call it? Like a
little crow hop.
yeah.
To me, it looks a little bit in between what Jordan or what Aaron would do. Aaron would just kind of twist his hips, and that's what he talked about, generating power from the ground.
Yeah.
Right. Watch him kind of see how he kind of opens his hips up to throw there. It's still, and again, when you got elite arm talent, you can do that type of stuff. And that was the big thing that Greg Cosell said about Jordan Love was like, listen, the kid has elite. This is Greg Cosell. This ain't Clayton talking. The kid has elite arm talent. The question is he going to be the same player week in and week out, day in and day out, when things don't go his way? Is he going to be the same quarterback going into the facility every day and working on the fine details? Because he's got the arm, and you see it, man. I mean, it looks so effortless, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
I agree.
There you go. Yeah, Coach Lynn's still working on off-platform throws. And again, that's the thing, right? What's that tell us, too? Are we going to be seeing a little more boot action from under center because now he's healthy? That would make a lot of sense to me, I believe. So,
Yep.
yeah. All right, let's move it along here. Up next, this was pretty cool. Mike Spofford, he's been crushing it in camp with the updates. Make sure you guys are following him at Mike Spofford. Double play action from Love, then quickly sets his feet and fires to Golden on the crosser. Well executed. So, Matthew Golden, and I think I've got a clip here. I just wanted to mention that was during team, and I'm kind of bouncing in and out of team here, and then we're going to show some individual drills as well. But Matthew Golden, Jacob, he keeps popping, dude. Like, everybody's talking about it. Anybody who's attending practice is like, yeah, this kid don't look like a rookie. He does not look like a rookie. Look at the back shoulder fade, and then grab it off the inside. Yep. And the big thing that we've seen on the college tape for Matthew Golden is the strong hands, catch point. Like he never panics when the ball's in the air. Does that not look like a throw that we would have thrown to Romeo Doubs a couple years ago? So it makes me wonder. I know he's going to be Z most of the time, that speed Z. And I'm not saying we should put Romeo Doubs on the bench. Romeo Doubs might be our best receiver. That could be the case. But when you see catches like that, why not slide him into the X when Rome isn't on the field, you know?
Absolutely. And I mean, you can't argue with the way that he's came in and splashed. It's honestly, I'll be completely honest. I've said it before, but I had no real high hopes for him. I really didn't. I didn't see it on tape. And it's just because I think I didn't want to. It was one of those guys. I've talked to you guys about how I'm always rooting for the underdogs. I didn't think he was going to reach to us in that draft. I did not think that Matthew Golden would be available. So I really didn't do a lot of tape. I didn't do a lot of research. I thought that Isaiah Bond was the better one in Texas. All this rubbish that I now know is stupid. And now I look at this guy on field, on tape every single day. What do we complain about last year with oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take you down, Affam. Oof. What did we talk about last year that we complained about with our wide receivers? It was the fact that they weren't consistent. We had so many drops. We had so many miscues. We had so many things that made Jordan and our whole offense look bad, even though we were actually a pretty damn good offense when all things were considered at the end of the year. You imagine now if we've shored that up and we got a guy like him that understands the assignment. The game doesn't seem too fast or too big for him. And I really do, like Clint's talking about, he's got great body control. He's got great, adjustment in the air. He seems like just like what Coach just said, literally right there. I'm very, very high on him. And like I said, I'll tell you this, he's catapulting up the ranks in the fantasy drafts where he was going neck and neck with Jaden Reed. I think that the hype that is coming out of camp is absolutely giving him some draft stock that's shooting sky high right now. So if that tells you anything.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Again, I've been very impressed with him. I'm so used to trying to curb the enthusiasm when it comes to rookie wide receivers, but Matthew Golden has won me over. Here's one too, Jaden Reed in the back of the end zone. This is gonna play tricks on your mind here, okay? Jaden Reed's in the background back here. And you're going to want to look right here because the camera, try to focus on Jaden Reed, okay? And it's going to be Love to Reed. This is Malik throwing to Dobby on the front side here. But watch the back and look at Reed's hands right here, right? Just the way he's catching the ball out. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's the other thing. You get a player like Matthew Golden into camp, and all of a sudden all these guys start, it's almost like you just need one dude to tear down the wall to get away from the body catches. Not that Jaden Reed was ever a body catcher, but – it just seems like everybody's playing with strong hands right now for sure. AFAM in the chat says takes a lot of pressure off of Jaden Reed. The whole wide receiver group gets better. That's very well said. Very well said. We got Emilio joining us now. Emilio, we're just in here drooling over the practice footage from earlier today, man. How you doing?
Good. It looks great. I love that. What's that? A deep return there at the end, backside of the end zone. I like that. You got to practice it, got to rep it. But no, yeah, I think it's a great point. Jaden Reed had a lot on his plate last year. We was getting the ball in triple coverage, so let's try to drop it down to maybe double coverage for him, and then single here and there, and then I think that's just going to really open up the offense in general. But yeah, nice little return route there.